Carrie with King Concoctions here, back to make more cold process soap. Been a while since I posted a video. Short story is that I got a promotion at work, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, we got a brand new client, and they're an absolute nightmare. We've had 4 people quit because of this client. Their app had to go live at the beginning of June, so all throughout May I was busy trying to make that happen and working late nights. I really never had the energy to make soap. Then we got their app up, and they're totally unhappy with it. So all of June has been focused on trying to fix that. Needless to say, I haven't had the mental bandwidth to worry about soap or to make videos. I'm bummed because I had grand plans for both an LGBT soap and an Independence Day soap for June. Oh well, there's always next year, right? I can't promise I'll go back to a consistent upload schedule, but I'm gonna try. Alright, enough about my woes. Let's make some soap. Adding my lye water to my oils. You can see I have a whisk here. This is going to be a layered soap, so I'm going to whisk the entire batch together at the start, then divide it when each layer is ready to pour. Took about an hour from this point until the last layer was ready. Whisking it instead of stick blending it kept my batter very fluid throughout the whole process. I got the idea from Ophelia Soapery's videos. She uses this technique a lot. The first layer is going to be a dark pink. When I first made this, I thought the mica was darker than it ended up being. So I'm going to add a little bit of black mica to it in a moment. I'm going to stick blend it just because at this point I wasn't sure if it was totally necessary or not with the whisking process. Then I'm going to add some fragrance oil. This is cherry champagne type from Fragrance Buddy. I'm just whisking in the fragrance oil. Here I'm adding that black mica. If I were to do this again, I'd add a little bit less black mica. This got it really dark very fast. I was quite surprised at how quickly it got dark. I was expecting it to get, 2 or 3 shades darker. No, we went like 5 shades darker. So I'm pouring my first layer into my mold. This is my tall and skinny mold from Be Scented. All of it is going into this first layer. You can see I have my mold tilted here. I'm just using a roll of tape to do the tilting for me. Alright, it's set up, so now I'm going to texture the top of it. Just kind of going for uneven, wavy sort ofness. I thought I achieved that, but as you see when we go to cut it, it's not quite what I had expected it to turn out. I'm not quite sure what I should do differently in the future. And you are actually seeing my first ever mica line. I thought it would look really pretty with the golden mica. So this is Super Sparkle Mica from Crafter's Choice. It's super pretty. I was trying to be very conservative with it because I know you can't make mica lines too heavy, otherwise the soap won't adhere to each other. Just going to bring that up for a closer look so you can see how pretty it is. Now we're on to my second layer. Here I'm off dividing it into a third again. And this one is just going to be that pink color. Just bring it up for you to see it. This bottom layer is set, so now I'm going to pour this pink layer. I really like this color. I can see myself using it again in the future. I think it's Oriental Red. But it's like a nice, pretty pink color. Banging the mold down just to make sure it gets into all those wavy little layers that I added. Also, mica sparkle goes everywhere. Downside to mica lines is that this one's layer set, so now I'm going to try and texture this one in the same way. I didn't say it, but this is tilted the opposite direction of the one on the bottom. So if you pay real close attention here in a moment, I'm actually going to uncover a little bit of that gold mica there, right there, from the bottom layer. So now I'm trying to cover it back up again. Whoops. I was also trying not to make any holes. It was a very complicated process. Now we're adding another layer of mica. My kitchen was golden dusted for like a week after this. Like I had to wipe it down. I think my counter is still slightly golden. Or slightly sparkly at this point, just because even with like alcohol and rubbing pretty good, I still couldn't get it all off. So it's like super evil glitter, but very pretty. I think if I were to do this particular part again, I would put a little bit more mica down. You really couldn't see this particular line in the final soap. And see how pretty it is, though? I also thought the golden would kind of play into the champagne part of the fragrance. So now I'm adding the pink with a little bit of titanium dioxide. I think I may have finally figured out how to mix titanium dioxide, you guys. I'm really excited. So now we have a really light pink color. And I'm just adding that to the top of the set regular pink color. And pouring that in. This layer is not tilted, obviously, because it's going to bring me all the way to the top. You don't see it here, but I did bang it down a little bit. Now I'm adding a mica drizzle up on top here. Thought it needed a little bit of decoration. I didn't particularly like this pink color all on its own. So I took that mica and mixed it in a little bit of olive oil, and then I took some of the golden mica and I mixed it in a little bit of olive oil. Now I'm just going to decorate it a little bit and make it look cool. Top ended up turning out very pretty. I was very happy with it. Although the golden mica doesn't really lend itself well to a mica drizzle like this, the gold comes off very easily onto your hands. So I'm going to bring it up for you to take a look at it. See how pretty sparkly it is. And I will bring you back for the cut. Here it is, cured and out of the mold, probably about 2 days later. It did have a little bit of ashing on the sides. That just means I took it out of the mold too early. Alright, let's start cutting this. You can kind of see the layers here. So yeah, you can see my mica line here, but the waves really weren't what I was looking for. I was looking for a much more gentle wave. There's a soaper on Instagram, Barefoot Gypsy, I think. She has some amazing wavy layered soaps, and I don't know how she does it. I'm assuming it's a her, maybe a him. I don't know how they do it, but maybe I'm hoping to figure it out sooner or later because I really like that look, and that's kind of what I was trying to do here. This is my favorite bar, though, with this sort of wave of the dark on the bottom. But, you know, for the first time I ever did a mica line, and it's been a while since I did a layered soap, so I really like how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!